It's me, Purpose Ann, reporting to you. You guys, it's just so much to really catch up on. I know I've been out for a little while. I thank y'all so much for y'all patience. But as I was traveling, I was able to see all the shortages, see all the, compare all the different prices from city to city and state to state, and also see all the different, I used to say natural disasters, but I would say weather related disasters that is all amidst us these days and times. If you guys are not prepping, if you guys are not preparing for what we are facing these days and times, I don't know what else to say to you. And I don't know why you continue to look at prepping videos if you're not taking precautions and preparing yourselves if you can. The situation out there in Haiti is very, very extremely severe. The earthquake that has occurred, my hearts and prayer goes out to all those who are affected, and now they're now dealing with major storm out there. And I haven't ever been, by the grace of God, I say haven't ever, but as far as now, haven't been in an earthquake, but I have experienced an earthquake, a miniature earthquake back in the 90s in Los Angeles when I was out there working in the entertainment business. And it was very scary, and I got the hell out of there. As soon as that happened, I was out. And I haven't been through anything else like that since then, but I've been through a lot of hurricanes, a lot of tornadoes, a lot of tropical storms. You guys, these days and times, it's like we can hardly and we can barely take a breather without something else happening in our day-to-day lives, whether it be this inflation, this stringflation, these mandates, the economy, having to make decisions for your children. I just got an email from Karen saying how she had to pull her child out of school because they're just sick of the school system. I can relate to that, Karen, and to all you other mothers and parents who are experiencing this. If you go back to some of my previous videos, I would show you how and inform you how I didn't have my daughter come up in any public school system, maybe for like 2 years. Other than that, I taught her from home, and now she's very successful. I taught her how to be an entrepreneur when she was in elementary, how to be a prepper when she was very young in elementary school. And I was in business. I was taking business college courses online, and I also had her reading that curriculum. And because of that, I didn't teach her in the system which teaches our children and us how to be slaves. She's now an entrepreneur. She's been an entrepreneur since she was 7, 8 years old. So you train a child in the way they should go, and when they grow old, they will not depart from it. This system teaches us how to constantly be in debt, how to try to keep up with the Joneses when we know we can't afford that Mercedes. You know you can't afford that, even that regular car you got out there right now that you're paying that high car note on. You know you can't afford it. When you can go to Craigslist or you can go to somewhere else and get you a cash car for $1,000 or for $1,500 or something, save your money and stop paying that car note. And giving these people all your money, because I'm telling you, as soon as you can't pay that car note, as soon as you have a health scare, or as soon as you lose your job, something, they coming to get it. Don't think that I don't want a brand new spanking new pretty shiny car. I love it too. But I know at the same time, I'm going to have a problem with giving them people my money every month. It's not so much because I can't afford it, because sometimes I can't. It's because I don't want to do that. The same thing applies with these houses and these apartments and all the stuff that we living in, and we giving these people all our money for rent every single month. As soon as you have a health scare, God forbid, as soon as you lose that job, God forbid, guess what? They want their property back. It's not yours to begin with. I think a lot of us, we get so comfortable, we think these places that we're living in, and these cars that we drive, and that's not in our names, that we haven't paid for, that we don't own, we think it's ours. And then when we lose it, we're not prepared mentally, physically, and financially. It's about ownership. It's about ownership at the end of the day. Some of us, I told a family member, I said, look, they wanted me to go in with them on some kind of apartment or something for themselves. I said, I don't want to do that. I'm not doing that no more. I'm going to build on my homestead. Because everybody, we downsizing, right? We downsizing because these days and times, that's what you would do. That's what you would do, if you're wise enough. You're downsizing. because everything, the cost of everything is crazy. I said, I don't want to do that. I'm going to build on my homestead. And they said, well, that's going to take too long. You know, I want to live comfortably. I said, I'm not worried about how long that's going to take. If I had to sleep in my car, in a schoolie, or in an RV, at an RV park, trailer park, whatever it takes, I am going to invest into my homestead, something that I own, something that I don't have to be worrying about. If something happens to me, if I get sick, or if I lose income, or I can't pay the rent, or I can't pay the lights, or I can't pay the water, or I can't pay the gas, I'm going to put some solar panels on it. I'm going to put a container on that property, some chickens and some ducks and some turkeys. I'm going to get me a fish pond if I had to build it myself. If I had to start with a little pool at Home Depot and breed them fish like that, I'm going to do that. I'm going to get a crawfish pond. I'm going to do it the same way I just described to you. If I had to get a little pool at Home Depot, put a whole bunch of crawfish in there, let them breed, or whatever. I'm going to get me some cow eventually, a couple of horses, and everything I need. I'm going to grow my own garden over there. I'm going to have me some kale greens, some collard greens, some cabbage, some lettuce, and some tomatoes, and cherries. I'm going to have some cherry trees, some plum trees, some peach trees, you name it. Everything going to be right there on the property. I'm tired. I'm tired of it. I don't know about y'all. I hate when I go to this grocery store, because I don't know what they done sprayed on these vegetables and fruits. And I hate when I go to the meat section, because I don't know what they done pumped up in that meat to make it stay on that shelf for a long period of time. And I hate when they have all this stuff packaged up, all up in plastic and all this, that, and other. Y'all, why do we trust these people with our life? Huh? Why do we trust these people with our life? Why do we trust them to feed us? Why do we trust them to educate our children? Why do we trust them to house us? They don't give a damn about us. They don't give a damn. They done just messed everything up out here. Everything is messed up. Everybody all confused and discombobulated. I got another email saying that somebody loved one started drinking so much because they couldn't deal with the pressure that's going on in this world. It's a lot of pressure. Y'all think I didn't feel it. I felt it a couple of weeks ago. I had so much going on. When I tell you, it was emergency after emergency after emergency. And that's what they want. They want us to crack up. They want us to just give up. You know, you got so many people not returning back to their jobs. You know, first of all, they don't want to be exposed to this stuff that's out here. Second of all, they never got treated fairly. They're getting this minimum wage or these little wages, and they're getting worked like a dog, slave. Then you have some people that's just lazy. They don't want to work. And I don't understand that neither. But I do understand people who don't want to go back to a job that's not hardly paying them anything when they could just work from home. Everything has changed right before our very, very, very eyes. So that means that we have to change with it. And these conventional ways of living, y'all, it's not working. It's not working. If y'all didn't see this behind all the stuff that's been happening the last year and a half, you will never see it. If you don't have ownership on your mind, if you don't have being self-reliant on your mind, you're going to have problems. Because if you are living in a way that so many people are living where you have to spend every dime you get and it goes to someone else, you're in trouble. If every dime you get is going to your rent, it's going to a car note, it's going to lights, water, gas, food, and all these things, you're in trouble. Deep trouble. I'm giving you guys an opportunity. I own 2 properties. I like community living. I cannot do this by myself. I do not want to do this by myself. You guys can email me at prepperzan@gmail.com if you like any information about the properties. One of them is in the gated community. It's in the country in Texas. Another one is also in the country, surrounded by fresh lakes for fishing, a marina for your boat, 24-hour security, hiking trails. It's just beautiful, beautiful places, you guys. I mean, beautiful. These are places I go to get my head together and just live off the land. You can email me, prepperzan@gmail.com. Follow me at BitChute at ZANHARROLD. Follow my Twitter page, please, at Prepperzan, and also have another YouTube channel that's ZAN and HARROLD. Y'all follow me on those other platforms because I've already received a couple of strikes on this one. I don't know when I'm going to get another one and they're going to terminate me. So I would like for us to stay together. You guys keep surviving. ZanHero.com.